Alright guys, time to go back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far, and this is peak off-season entertainment. A $150,000 tournament goes down last night. Doug Censor topping the scoreboards, talking trash on Scump, and flexing on the timeline. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hitting the like button is the best thing you can do. Top this channel reach new people. Please consider subscribing as well if you have not yet already. Firstly, this from Censor then. I'm about to unfollow everyone who cries about playing COD Vanguard for their choice as a career. Imagine complaining every day about playing a video game for a living, says Censor. So yeah, definitely a lot of complaints going on right now, but Doug catching W's, to be honest, all over the timeline, it seems, as of late. Just wanted to mention this as well, because later today, I believe there's this tourney going on, this Legends show match thing, 100 Thieves, Call of Duty or whatever, that, well, a lot of members are going to be playing in. So Crimsix is playing in this one. It's going to be a fun time. But this tournament that went down yesterday, there's $150,000, like, shout out to Hitch and the guys putting this one on. Just phenomenal work, honestly, once again. Just, you know, cracking tournament. Really entertaining stuff. And yeah, it was a pro sim kind of situation, so effectively different players had to use different type of weaponries, and it will make that work. And this is really where things start to kick off. So Dr. Disrespect was playing in it. It was a 5v5 situation. Here were the captains, here were the teams itself, and we looked at this a couple of days ago and said, okay, which team should be the favourites? And we looked at these squads and said, okay, Holly's team's kind of nice. I mean, we've got Scump, we've got Futives in there, like definitely some solid players from, yeah, theoretically the Warzone side, but you know, many other teams which I guess would have been considered more favourites than this one for sure. This, of course, was Envoy's team, pretty nasty. Bams, Karma, Aiden, Envoy, and Nature on this squad. So, yeah, they were live for the $150,000 tourney. Just cracking stuff, to be honest. So, a really fantastic tournament and really well done to all the guys that well, put this on, but also played in it, right? So, this is what Censor says. $150,000 5v5 S&D Hitcher Ride tournament with Methods, Futives, Scum, and Holly, of course, Karma's wife, but also a very nasty player in her own right. So, this is how things kick off. And, well, there was, as you can see right here, like a load of different players had to use different types of weapons. Kenny right here with the automaton. This, I believe, was from yesterday's tourney, but it just sets the picture of the idea that, okay, different players had to use different weapons. That's kind of just how it went. Scump, this clip comes out as well, a little 5v5 ace. So we had the MP40 in hand, kind of, you know, different weapons were given out to different people, different classes there to use, and that's kind of how it goes. But also, like, it was crazy, right? Because it's not just first to 6, like normal competitive search and destroy. It was first to 8, so you got 15 rounds potential, like round 15s, not round 11s, is taking things to the distance, and Scump with a nice little clip right here. So yeah, 5v5 search and destroy, kind of crazy. It kind of worked all right on these maps, to be fair, but yeah, some aces coming through for Scump. Fair play to him for sure. But anyway, they win their first round matchup. Scump's team, also Doug Censor Martin's team, Holly's team, they also win their first round matchup. It's a best of 3 they're playing here. They then match up in effectively winners round 2, and it's Doug versus Scump. Now, you know, Doug's talked about for quite some time, the last couple of years, there's always some clips that will come out from Censor saying that, look, if I had the best teammates, if I had the teammates that Scump has, if I had the teammates that Simp and aBeZy has, I would also be there, like, competing for championships right up at the top of things and taking these guys down. And he's always talked about that when he matches up against Scump, like, you know, he always takes down Scump, right? He has, you know, something over Scump, he always tends to beat him, which I think throughout his career, like even playing back in Advanced Warfare and Ghost and these type of eras, like Censor generally did get the better of Scump. And certainly when Censor gets to grand finals, that's always been Doug Censor Martin's thing that he said the last several years. If he's in the grand finals, he is going to win it. But of course, we didn't quite get there yet. But as Censor says, Censor knocked Scump out in this 150k, got hyped AF, started blasting many men and hitting pull-ups. This guy is different. So, I mean, look, I'll share the clips for you guys right now. So as Looney says, I need a clip of this. I'm sure he'll be tweeting about himself. These are a couple of the clips that are just fantastic. So not only is he talking trash after the game concludes himself, not only is he hitting pull-ups after, you know, on the pull-up bar after taking Scump and Co down, but he's also talking trash already, saying, look, you know, you guys disrespected me by picking me last. Like, you know, Scump's got nothing on me, basically.
Come on, son. Seth can't on me, bro.
Let's go, guys.
Me, Seth. You can't beat me, Seth. Let's go. Let's go. 3-0. I'm just a low-tier challenger player, bro. Right? I'm just a low-tier challenger player.
Oh, my God.
So I'm 4-0 in the grand finals. Let's go, man.
GG.
Now win the money, baby. That's 5 racks each. Let's go. Good job, guys.
It's funny, man. I said it when the day started. I can't believe I was the last pick. I was disrespected. I'm better than all these every single one of them. I am better than all of them. You know why? Because I work harder than they do. I prepare better than they do. And most importantly, I want to win more than they do. And when the moment comes, best believe I'm going to execute better than they will. Motherfuckers sleeping on me, making me a last pick? Y'all got to reevaluate your brains, man. That's 4-0 against Seth's stream. This guy got God squads. This guy handpicks his teams. This guy has MVPs on his team. And he just can't take me down. He's lucky I'm not playing him in the league, man. He's lucky. Not yet, at least. He's lucky. For now.
So the passion from Doug in this is honestly truly immense, and maybe he's on the right lines here. It's kind of a surprise, as he says, like maybe he got picked a little bit too late than what he should have done, like people disrespecting him in this sense, and well, he comes up against Scump's team, takes him down, drops like 16 eliminations or whatever, and ends up winning this series. But of course, the job was not done. He was particularly hyped in this clip, of course, because, you know, they obviously won it. They locked up some money, right, to at least a decent placing in the tournament, 3rd place or whatever, so they at least pocket some sort of cash. You can see right here, like, this goes absolutely out of control. But anyway, like, he's getting hyped. He's definitely bringing the passion to the timeline. But you know, he's not done, right? Censor wants to win the entire thing. That's always his thing. He's going to take down Scump. He's going to win the entire tournament. And well, this is how things continue. It goes all the way to the grand finals. And because Censor's team came from the winners bracket and Scump's team came from the lower bracket with Strafe, Scump, Noob, Symphony, and Tommy that you can see right here. Like, I think they had to win like a best of 5 in the first series. And then in the second series, like, it just had to be 2-0 or whatever for Censor's team to win the entire thing. But there were a few games right here that really didn't go the way of Doug's team. They definitely faced some adversity, you could say. This one, for example, on Oasis goes to round 15. Method has 27 eliminations, and they lose this map in the round 15. So pretty remarkable. So they have to bounce back from this. And well, this is how the bracket concluded right here. So you can see Holly's team, this is Censor's team, Symphony's team is Scump's team, and you know, they take down Courage right here, and then they make the grand finals. And this is the bracket that Scump and Go had to make it all the way through, beating Dr. Disrespect, beating Sally as a Dog's team, and then beating Courage's team as well to make it back to the grand finals. And these were the overall prize pool, just to look at real quick after we look at, well, Censor winning the entire thing, $80,000. Not exactly sure where the other 20 grand went from the 150k, but whatever. Like, they win the entire thing, like, what, these 5 guys. And I mean, it's just Censor versus Scump in another grand finals, and this guy gets the job done again. You can't make, honestly, you cannot write it. Like, as Slasher says right here, you can't write it any better. We get to see these two go at it yet again. A Scump versus Censor, $150,000 tournament finals. Rumor on the street is that Scump cannot beat Doug Censor Martin. That's, what Doug always talks about, right? When he's in the grand finals, he's gonna win it, right? That's the thing. He always talks about this, and back in the day, Advanced Warfare time, Ghost time, these kind of eras, when he's been in grand finals, he's won it, right? And a couple of those have been up against Scump, I believe. Now, he gets the chance to do it again right here, and just say, look, Scump, you got all the teammates you wanted, you got picked pretty early on, I've got this team that's kind of been put together last minute, and here I am in the grand finals. Of course, like, this tourney's kind of a strange one, right? Like, it's not a proper competitive tourney, you could argue, just because people are using all sorts of different stuff. At the same time, though, there's still a lot of money on the line, right? This is no mean feat to win this entire thing and put up the performances that Doug was in these grand finals. And as Slasher says, Doug really doesn't lose finals. This guy was out of control. He was on one. And even in that clip we looked at a bit earlier, right, when he was like, look, I'm going to execute better than you are when it comes to the grand finals. And, well, that's exactly what he does. $150,000 Search and Destroy champs. Let's go. He says right here, this is the final scoreboard of the final map that they won. And I guess I'll just share the winning moment for you guys because, you know, incredibly entertaining stuff. Scump tops the score chart on the other side of things, right? But Censor goes 14-7 and Methods goes 14-5 and they win the game. And yeah, just honestly remarkable stuff. Doug Censor Martin was completely on one right last night, and Scump just couldn't handle it, right? So he's talking trash all over the place. Like, this guy's popping pull-ups. Like, you know, what an entertaining character. You got to tip it.
Right here.
Bomb is down on B. They can't. They gotta pick a bomb.
Actually. Yeah, I know. I'm like Sandhor B. Is what I meant.
Just took bomb outside of room. They did not cross A. They're going to B. They're going to B.
He's on the tank.
Yeah.
Nice.
Few just flank it.
Another one there. He's in there.
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go, man! Sam didn't beat me! 4-0, baby! So as the flank go on to say Doug equals dub, right? $150,000 pro sim chaps with Holly, Censor, Futives, and Scum. Like, these guys are honestly nasty as well. Like, it's kind of interesting, right? I guess content creators, Warzone guys, like, you do have to wonder how many of these guys, if, like, let's say Warzone just disappeared, it's not going to, but let's say it disappeared, and some of these guys had to try and make it in, like, I guess the professional amateur scene or whatever, like, you know, could any of these guys make it, right? Are they good enough? Like, obviously, Doug Censor Martin's kind of in that ballpark. He's saying that, like, look, Scum, you're lucky that you don't have to face up against me in the Pro League, but maybe at some point Doug will get that opportunity again. He's kind of been there or thereabouts the last couple of years to getting a spot in the Pro League. It's always been talked about throughout the majority of the year that maybe the chance will arise, but just the way things are going right now, it doesn't seem particularly likely, especially with only 11 teams in the league, right? We don't even have 12, and Methods is probably the next up if 12 teams do come in, and then, you know, since maybe if it goes to 16, he can get his opportunity at some point or another. But he's not slowing down at all. Like, you know, as Slasher says, you just can't write this stuff, right? Doug Censor Martin takes down Scump early on in the tournament, rematches with him in the grand finals, and then, you know, gets his wishes right by winning the entire thing as well. So fair play. Like, he's talking trash, and, you know, you can look at Doug talking trash in situations like this and think, oh, you know, come on, man, like, you know, what have you really achieved in comparison to what Scump's done in his career? But, you know, I just love the passion, to be honest, and I just think it's entertaining, quite frankly, and that's what we love talking about here on the channel. But definitely intrigued to your perspective and all this stuff in the comment section below. This guy, you know, as I said, like, during the middle of the off-season and stuff, it's stuff like this that just keeps things really entertaining, to be honest, in the Call of Duty scene. Like, I know what the scene does it quite like this, to be honest, and Doug is definitely a part of that, which is certainly cool. This also from Jetski. Doug said to Martin right now, he's absolutely loving it, right? He's got the trophy. He's bringing home all the bacon, like 150 grand. Like, this is a massive tournament, to be honest. This is the biggest one we've had this off-season so far. I'm not sure. I guess Activision are just dissing out this cash, to be honest, because all these tourneys that EFUs and obviously like Boom TV and Hit were working on this one, 150k. There was the like 110k one the other day. Like, they're putting up like $500,000 to $1 million, like in just prize money in these tourneys that I guess Activision are giving out, because I'm not sure where else this money's coming from, to be honest. But it is cool to see. But of course, these tourneys are, you know, not exactly between the pro teams, but maybe we'll get that at some point in the near future, with any luck at the very least, because it seems like some more announcements are starting to come out from the Call of Duty League side on what's happening. We'll talk about that a little bit more later today. And just to finish off with this clip as well, maybe I'll share a couple of clips for you guys just to finish out the video. This other was honestly incredible, as Sack says. There's Turnt, and then there's this. So this was Illy, I believe, was playing on Sally as a dogs team, and well, Illy calls out, I'm hitting tunnel. Now, I believe Sally may have thought that that Illy said, like, I'm sniping tunnel or something. So he goes for the absolute world start into the tunnel. And when I first saw this without sound, I thought he just killed an enemy. I was like, yeah, nice shot. And he says to Illy, yo, good comms, good job calling that guy out. But actually, he killed Illy in the tunnel, right? And he just sniped his own teammate that Illy called himself out effectively. I just thought this was fantastic. So yeah, definitely Clip of the Day award goes to this one. But very much intrigued to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hitting the like button tells the YouTube gods this is a good video, and I was like, you should see it as well. And I'm growing the competitive Call of Duty community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care, and I will see you next time.
Oh, okay. Go that right back.
What tunnel?
You can only go deep right back, low tunnel.
They're bottom.
Tunnel's dead.
He's
Good comms.
We're gonna hit back. They're bottom.
Yeah, they're bottom. Doctor Lupo. They're bottom.
No,
Together?
I think they're both there.
Oh!